What is up, legends? We are back, and we can develop a log. We're gonna come in. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get it out because there's one thing that happened. Well, I already know because people added me, but I'm gonna read it and see what it's about. It's early in the morning on Friday, so last day to October, Halloween, all that good stuff. For first, thank you for your continued support. Theory restart since global launch. It's hard to believe that nearly 6 months have passed through journey. You've been inspired by your enthusiasm for the game and generally grateful for the vibrant discussion and feedback you guys shared. Okay, go ahead and union system. We've seen your feedback on recent adjustment of the draw system and Union's United Front and understand the significant topic of discussion within the community. The dev team has closely been monitoring these conversations in the last week, and last week's primary update. Temporary fix was applied to the draw rules to ensure both sides receive rewards when evenly matched. We'll continue to fine tune the United Front regulations to make them fairer and more enjoyable. Thank you for your continued attention, understanding, and constructive suggestions beyond the system. We're working on the broader game optimization when our TA SS1 season launch. We're focused divide between multiple regions rollouts. Now operations have stabilized, which we knew. Like multiple people, I said it. Zach said it. A few other people have said it as well. That we knew that was the case. That's why the content was a little bit sparse. They was just trying to get the regions out and get everybody up to speed and on board and that like on parity. Once they have all that straight, which they seem to be saying right here, we'll see. Like we're probably gonna get like story update by the end of the year, probably. And other key things like we get in shell forge, even though I already see something I'm about to get annoyed over. Please keep reporting any issues and suggestions encounter genuinely valued. So here's the thing. This is we're before I even shell forge. I already know that I'm about to get annoyed because I've seen something, but I am a paid game tester for large, like you guys see, like I literally show up out of nowhere, not really nowhere, but PC games. Like I game beta test and game test PC games, and am allowed to showcase them early on the channel. I just did this week with 2 games. My name is in the credits of a lot of games in the industry, both PC and mobile. Now, this was in a large meeting this week over a game that just recently came out, telling them how to fix their game. I don't have to say who. You already know who it is, basically based off of what I said. I was actually paid for that meeting. It was just a meeting or anything like that. Just to advise them and say, hey, you probably should do this, that, and third. And then anytime I have a meeting like that, I bring charts, I bring game references and everything else like that. That's basically which is why I always encourage Etheria itself to get one. A localization expert. I literally this week did that for a company, a very large company, a larger company than XD with Etheria. And they actually reference Etheria. That's why I'm saying this before I read this. And they like, yeah, we see your content with like that. Like, why don't they listen? And I didn't even know what to say to that. And he's like, you're literally the industry person. Like you're the only one. Like, because I have press credentials. I am actually gaming press, video gaming press. Like I can go to a event, not be as a creator as press, like full-fledged press. That's why I get what I get. I'm just not super large, but I do have the resume and the credentials and stuff like that. And also I'm not super large because I don't meme and I don't do drama content. That's the meta of YouTube right now. Even though YouTube is trying to vastly change that at the moment, that's still the meta. I don't complain about everything. I just review stuff and then go about my business. That's it. And I tell you if the game is good, I give you good quality HD in the game, and then you take it from there at that point. But yeah, he literally like, yeah, like we see your you do a good job with Ethereum, and then they saw what I did on the Hell Hades thing with that. He was like, that was really good the way that you actually did that. And I've actually, because of that, I'm going to be doing another game. Actually in the, I can't tell you obviously NDA. That's not, wasn't what I was in the interview for, but another game actually has me doing wiki stuff for them to kind of get everybody into that game. So that takes a lot of my time too. And I can't even tell you about it, but there's going to be a million videos coming on that because I had to deal with that and, you know, work with them on that. And then kind of do the same type of thing and like literally keep them from making the same type of mistakes that Etheria is making, because they were actually going to do the same type of thing with a few things and now they're not. It had to change. And a current game I'm covering right now this week reached out to me in the same fashion after looking at my videos, and now I'm working with them in the same fashion. I wish I can be multiple people at one time. It's unfortunate. I don't have a lot of time to actually even really have fun, to be honest with you. I'm like always fixing somebody else's game when I should be working on my own. But talking about Shellforge, many hyperlinkers have mentioned that shells are currently obtained through stages and that finding one that fits your needs can be challenging. We've taken this feedback seriously and prioritized development, something that I have been preaching from the very start. If anything, I probably was the main pusher for this right now. Our team is introducing a new shell crafting shell lab. That will allow you to forge shells tailored to your matrix requirements. The event will function similarly to Model Forge. Immediately when I see that, no. No. For one, Model Forge aims to help players acquire shells they've been wanting to strengthen their Animus lineups with. Shell Lab is still under active development and is planned to launch as a limited time event after the next, not this next event, probably after that. Please stay tuned for our community challenge, but the official start date. Now here's the problem. Module Forge is useless because you can only do 2 pieces, and then once you make the piece, it could roll absolutely terrible even though you got the stats that you wanted to put on them. That's not helping. It should just always be in the game. I want to point out to Etheria devs right now, because they're going to see this and watch this and that type of stuff. There's been 10 games that came out this month rather. This month. All 10 have crafting, and it's not limited. All 10, you can go ahead and, as long as you have the resources and you farm the resources, you can make said item. It's up to you to get resources, whether you farm it, whatever else like that. You buy it if you if it's a pack in the store or something like that. But it's not limited. It's not an event, because that gives you something to actually do. That gives you something to come back for, so you can go and earn your gear. Like, that should not be an event. If you guys need ideas for events, I am right here. I will give you a ton of ideas. I will sit in a meeting with you and give you a ton of ideas for events. There is a ton of stuff that you can do in this game. You have the lore, you have the characters, and there is stuff that you can do in game right now that would not cost you a lot of resources, that could be events that can help people out, that would be interesting, and you wouldn't even really need to make that much more. You can just use existing resources and make events. There's ideas. If you need ideas, it does not have to be crafting. Crafting should not be an event. That should just be in the game. The same thing goes with the reset. Reset should just be in the game. It should not be unlimited. I agree with that. What you could do, if you really want to make it really cool and good, is make it a login bonus, because we don't have anything right now for the long-term people that is a login type of bonus right now, outside of like there's the daily stuff and stuff like that you put in, like the 7 days and stuff like this. But there needs to be a loyalty login bonus in the game, that the longer you've been playing the game and the longer you log in, you get rewards. You can tie resets to that. I wouldn't even be mad at you. But that means over time you would build up. So when you actually need to reset something, like after a month, like let's say you got characters you don't really need anymore, like even a new player after 1 month, they get a free reset. Hell, you can give me maybe 2 or something like that. But that shouldn't be an event. And this shouldn't be, you shouldn't have Shell Lab coming in as like the Module Forge event. That should just be part of the game. Like, I don't see why that, like, unless it's physically hard for you to put it in, then you need to say that. Say, hey, like, we need to work this into the game. People will understand. They're like, but for now, here's the event or stuff like that. You do say going down, this is still under active development and stuff like that. It's a time limited event, but it should not be a limited time event. That's your first mistake right there. If you called me into a meeting, I would tell you immediately change that. Put a login reward, something like this is all stuff that you can literally add immediately. Like they're already in the game, basically. Like you wouldn't have to do much more to add this stuff in. Like it shouldn't be time limited. That's very nearsighted to what you actually need for your game. You need stuff to have reasons for me or people like me who have been playing a long time to continuously log in, because I don't really have a reason to do that right now. There's no story. I beat everything that I want to actually beat outside of like what's the highest anti-sync, and I don't even care to do it because I don't have the proper stuff that I want to do with the shells. When I do, maybe then I'll care to actually do it, but I don't care now. I done beat Ethernet rally. I done went to the highest and the other Ethernet tower type of thing. So there's nothing left for me to do except like just do it again. I don't care. like there needs to be something for that, and this is me saying it as somebody who actually likes the game. I need to be encouraged to actually log in and actually do something now, and that's the weakness of the game right now, which is why a lot of people fell off. That's the reality of the situation. And then making things like this don't help, because anybody who will come in and see this in the video, like right now, they're like, oh, they just doing the side stuff again now. Like we do, like they ain't no story. Where the story at? We still ain't got no reset. Like this shell thing is going to be limited. Why is it limited? Can we just like, and heaven forbid that you bring this event in and we can only make 2 shells. People gonna be looking at y'all like y'all crazy. I'm telling you right now, be prepared to get your behinds flamed off if you do that again with the shells. It's not helping. like okay, grass, I got 2 more shells. I got like 50 characters now. Like what? Dreamscape improvements in the next version. It's kind of funny. That's my frustration, because like, you know, I had a game dev, like they literally look at it and they like, a dev of a very large company said that I don't know why you still cover that game. They don't seem to listen. And like that hurts. That actually hurt. That's one professional person like somebody respected telling me like, yeah, I wouldn't even, like that hurt me actually. I was like, damn, what did I even say? I can't defend them. Like, damn, like feels bad out here. In the next version, new rounds, see, they kind of listen. A few things I have actually said that they did implement, and the shell thing is mainly a lot me, because every video I was saying that. So they kind of listen with certain things, but a lot of stuff like it's like I've said a lot that would make this game a lot of money, and people would still be here chilling and everything else like that, and it's just not in the game. I don't know how hard it is to implement, but this is not in the game. We're seeing server players. This will be your first chance to experience the event, while global players have participated in several runs based off of extensive feedback from previous events. Our designers have been iterating the Dreamscape experience to make it more engaging and rewarding. These improvements will debut alongside the upcoming rerun. Please keep in mind our community posts and detailed notes. We look forward to hearing your impressions in the new version. PvE competitive mode, Nether Quarry. Sounds like this would be something cool. Wait. 1 second. I just seen something. Allow us to introduce an entirely new mode, PvE. Yeah. Hold on. You go over here. You're in the way. Etheria, please. Load, please. Anyway, this competitive boss mode where players by rank, total damage dealt. That's cool. Daily promotions will be awarded based off of rankings. Top performers earn valuable Animus growth materials and exclusive rewards such as avatar titles. More details revealed soon. All right. I'm spoiling myself a little bit. All right, log in. Also remember today is double drop day, right? Yep. Bam. What I want to do? I want to do this first real quick. But there's a reason why I cut this on, because I noticed something. And I just wanted to start that too. All right, so we have 2 new Animuses coming, as you guys can see right here. 2 new Animuses will join Etheria in the upcoming version. The first is a familiar face. I literally seen it. I was like, I know who that is. This time he takes the role of support Animus with exceptional survivability and crowd control capabilities. That sounds cool. The second is the offensive Animus with strong control abilities. We'll share full details in the next week. Please look forward to it. Thanks for reading. The update shared today represents a portion and come in the next version. Beyond this, we're preparing for season 2. Cannot wait to share more about soon. This looks like the Ting. I thought it was the Ting at first, immediately, but that looks like the Ting. Yep. Or maybe does he? I mean, could be. Nah, that ain't hands. That's definitely the Ting. They never did nerf the Ting, but they was like, hey, we'll just give you a better version of you. Oh, it's not the DPS version, so I guess it's just not even gonna matter. But the Ting glowing up? You glowing up, sir? Okay. When I saw their ears, I was like, wait a minute, who has ears like that? Like the Ting. I don't think anybody else has ears like that. Viper is a girl. She don't have ears. So I think Viper's a girl, or Kachi could be growing up. Kachi out here, maybe older Kachi. Nah, I think that's the Ting. I wouldn't hate it though if they actually did that with Kachi though. That'd be kind of cool. Because he's still kind of like the unsung goat. He got people through a lot of content. I still use him for a few things as well. So I wouldn't mind that if he got like a glow up. I don't think it is though. I mean, like it could be, because if he was older, his hair would kind of look like that. But I think it's the Ting. So that is all I got for you guys right now. Obviously double drop weekend. I don't actually even have anybody that I need to build, do I? I think I built everything. I even built her when I was necessarily not going to. I think I may end up building Sylph and Koros. . because I'll have the resources to do it. I literally have like overflowing stuff to just like, you know, push people through. And I could probably make like 3 6-stars before we even really start the double drop. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. You see your boy still out here. We still grinding. I still play every single day. I don't really miss a day or anything else like that. I'm basically, what I'm farming and playing for is gold latices, basically, because I'm trying to latice everything slowly. Same thing like with the purple as well. That's literally what I play for. Outside of that, I kind of don't really care about anything else. I kind of stopped caring about PvP, even though you get latices there. I do enough to farm out the latices from that and then stop doing it as well. So for cloths, I don't use cloths anymore at all. Catch you guys later. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.